Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Z Water Channel. We're here doing a follow-up video with our Muse biofeedback brain monitor for helping with meditation and such. We just did a few videos you guys could check out. But really we wanted to come back with that same device and some of our older tools that we've offered, which was our breathing mask and our breathing videos and how it helps with relaxation, meditation, and just overall peace. And Andrew did a great study with this Muse biofeedback monitor and the breathing mask, and the results were pretty remarkable. So why don't you tell them a little bit about what you did and what the results were, Andrew?
Thank you. So welcome back. As Chris said, we have been using the Muse Meditation app to basically monitor and actually validate the practices we've been teaching you. And this is an incredibly good tool. Once again, you just strap on a headband and it reads your brainwave activity, and the program was designed to tell you when you're in and out of meditation. So you can monitor any practice, healing practice, meditation practice that you're doing and see how you're doing with it. So we are going to pull up a screenshot here. And okay, great. And I'm going to pull it up on my iPad. Okay. So basically, I monitored a Breathe Like a Yogi for Dummy session, and just to briefly summarize, we have a blog. We'll post the link below. It's called Breathe Like a Yogi for Dummies, and it's basically a very easy way to accomplish meditative breathing. And you can read the blog where Dr. Buteyko in Russia studied yogis and wanted to understand the physiology of breathing, and this blog will summarize his research. And basically what we've created for you is the easiest way possible to achieve meditative breathing. So that's why it's called Breathe Like a Yogi for Dummies, and if you read the blog, you'll understand why. But at the end of the day, we use this tool, which you can read about, and you put it on, and it automatically will bring you down into meditative breathing. So as you can see on the graph, we have a session. So when we started the session, basically for the first 10 minutes, the first 8-minute session was 24% calm. Now the reason I broke it into 3-minute sessions after that was to I continued keeping the mask on, but I wanted to see how I incrementally progressed. I didn't want the summary of the whole session. I wanted to see when do you really start to go into that calm state. So as you can see, at the 10:17 a.m. mark, I started 10:06. When I started the second session there, that was pretty good, 66% calm. So about 8 to 10 minutes in, you're starting to go into a pretty good state. And then it just progressed from there. As you can see, we have 82% calm in the next session, and then an amazing 91% calm towards the end. So there's several things going on here. One is, number one, I was actually impressed, and it reminded me to do this practice more. I've been doing it a long time, and I do a maintenance. Maintenance is maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But basically, since I saw this graph, I'm actually doing it more often because I was that impressed with the results. People also ask me, how long do you do this practice? Well, now looking at this graph, I can affirm by the change, in the last 2 increments, the overall time of doing this was about a half hour. Started at 10:06, ended at 10:30. So I would say at least, 25, 30 minutes. If and when do you start going under? About 10 minutes in. So if you're doing 10 minutes and you don't have a lot of time, maybe, you do 15 minutes, you'll be 5 minutes in really good meditation. If you get that extra 15 minutes, do it, you'll get another 15 minutes. So this really, not only corroborates the practice, it gives even more depth information about, the time period and really when it kicks in, and that's an important thing to know. So, any questions, Chris?
Yeah, so what do you think the best advantage is to using this breathing mask? I mean, obviously it shows how calm you can get, but what else can people learn from doing the breathing exercises?
Well, we're going to do the next video segment on really now starting to integrate all the practices we're teaching. We have a Maximize Your Blue Z Water Therapy video series that really puts together various practices to get the maximum potential of the Blue Z water, and now we want to put together since we've been monitoring our practices, a little summary video of the various practices and how they fit together. But the breathing is very critical in the Ho'oponopono teachings. They have a breathing practice. And before you really get into cleaning the subconscious mind, you really need to get your physiology into a very balanced state. So this is one of the sort of preliminary practices they recommend. And when it comes to just fear and anxiety alone, straight out panic attacks, anxiety, stress, this is a simple, easy to do, non-thinking, no-brainer practice that anyone can do. And within about 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to start to come out of that very stressful state. And if you do this on a regular basis, you're basically deprogramming your stress physiology. And it's extraordinary standing, as a standalone practice.
That's awesome. So really, guys, there you have it. I mean, the Muse monitor kind of shows you exactly how calm you can get by doing the breathing exercise. And then Andrew explained beautifully on how it can reduce stress, relax you, and just be overall better for a healthy individual. So thanks again, Andrew, for sharing that awesome graph and study that you did. Let's come back at you guys with another video on something else, and stay tuned for more.
Great. Thanks, Chris.
All right. See you guys.
Take care.